How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And a former Miss Alabama, Kaylin Chaplin James, posted on Facebook on Sunday that the Dallas shooter who killed 5 policemen was a martyr because a robot blew him up. How in the hell does anyone in their right mind think a murderer is a martyr? A martyr to what? Black Lives Matter? Racial animus? Cops killing black people? You know, the bulk of people killed by police in this country are not black. They're white. Latinos are in there and blacks are in there. I'll give you the figures later on. I've got to look at the article I found. But he wasn't a martyr to anything other than maybe a martyr to insanity. This guy said flat out he hated white people. He wanted to kill more cops. But this is the kind of craziness we got out there. I met a guy at the bus stop the other day. He said that all policemen are evil, and when they go and pull over a black man or a black woman in their cars and they prepare to shoot them, that their partners should shoot them to stop them from shooting black people. That's also crazy. First of all, no cop is going to shoot his partner. This is not the movies. And it just doesn't work that way. Of course, no one mentions the 2,000 people shot in Chicago in the last couple of years. 500 of them are dead, and 92% of those are black. We don't see Black Lives Matter showing up to mourn the people dead in Chicago, or Jesse Jackson, who comes out of the woodwork every once in a while. And the same with Al Sharpton. Nothing about that. Now, I would like to know one other thing. Why in the hell was the guy in St. Anthony, Minnesota, who had a weapon, who, according to the Latino officer who shot him, was brandishing the weapon was seen, and he told him to stop moving, stop reaching for his ID. He didn't. He shot him in the arm 4 times. The guy died. But he got stopped 52 times. He has ties to the Crips. He has a misdemeanor record. We don't hear about any of that. And the video that was posted on Facebook that went viral, well, the video was reversed. And it wasn't showing the moment when he was shot. It was showing after he was shot. And you could hear the emotion in the officer's voice. He was practically in tears. And there were a whole bunch of cops around just then. And nothing was done about it. They didn't shoot him. And then we had 2 black marshals in Louisiana. They followed a man wanted for some kind of transgression down a dead-end road. He's in an SUV. And the 2 black marshals peppered his car with 15 shots. They shot him, and they shot his son sitting next to him. The son was a 6-year-old autistic boy. He's dead. These officers have been charged with 2nd-degree murder. Now, they'll have their day in court. We all said in D.C., 5 criminals in a van shot it out with police. They got captured. We had a guy brandishing a knife in Sacramento, and they chased him down. He got shot, but he also shot one of the officers. Well, the guy with the knife is dead. He happens to be black. But, of course, no one mentions that he was brandishing knives and yelling craziness. And the neighbors called the police because they were frightened of the guy. We're never going to hear that. It was a deliberate tactic of overt racism by a police department or a policeman or a group of policemen. We never hear how many officers are shot, not only by blacks, but other people. We had 3 officers shot in the last week who were literally stalked. One was shot from behind, and he's in critical condition. And last year, 26 officers died in the line of duty, shot by suspects. We never hear that either. And one other thing, Black Lives Matter. As far as I'm concerned, they're not only a hate group, they're a terrorist group. They advocate the shooting of police. And then to top it off, we have the new Black Panther Party saying they're going to take guns to the Cleveland Convention. We have motorcyclists who say they're going to patrol the Cleveland Convention area, they're going to carry guns. Inevitably, something may happen on this. It's insanity. You don't carry guns to a protest rally. Now, I know in Texas you have carry laws. You're allowed to carry anything you want. But common sense, you don't take a gun to a rally. You want to protect yourself, don't go to the rally. Stay home. Because tempers will flare, but in Dallas, it was a peaceful rally until one maniac started shooting and shot 11 people, killed 5 cops, and killed a brave black mother who tried to protect her children. And she says the Dallas police were heroes. All right, this is what I think about the matter. There's too much hatred out there. There's too much craziness. And there's too much blame, as if all cops are bad and all blacks are good, and no one takes responsibility for their thoughts or actions because of their hate. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great evening. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.